Hi guys! So today I want to talk to you about my hobbies. When was the last time that someone asked you what your hobbies are? I feel like it's something that we usually ask little kids, maybe even young adults. I think the last time I was asked what my hobbies are were probably when I just started work in my early 20s. But hobbies, everyone has hobbies, right? And let's look at what the definition of a hobby is. So it says here it's an activity done regularly in one's leisure time for pleasure. So that's quite surprising because I thought it had to have a deeper meaning, but apparently it's anything that you do during your free time that gives you joy, I guess. So when I put together this list of hobbies, I realized that my hobbies are quite they're quite childlike, I would say. They're not like the coolest hobbies. Like it's not skateboarding or going clubbing or doing exciting or even active stuff. My hobbies are very like chill and hi Bear. Hi. So I guess even if you're watching TV, scrolling on Netflix, which I do, or scrolling on your socials, which I also do sometimes, that could be a hobby as well. So the first hobby that I have is diamond painting. I know it's some of you may not even know what that is. It's basically putting little pieces of dots onto a canvas to make a whole picture. So this is the diamond painting that I'm currently working on. I just like it because I don't know, it's very relaxing. So when I do diamond painting, I'm not actually just setting aside time to do it. I actually do it while I'm working. So if I'm working on something, and then if I'm working on the deck, for example, and then after each slide finishes, I would then work on a little piece of diamond painting, and then I just continue on from there. So on here, you can see there are some bits that I will continue on, and it just gives me time to restart my brain a little bit. So I know some people look at the greenery and all that. For me, I do diamond painting. And when it comes to hobbies, I have this not great thing about getting absolutely everything that I need for that hobby. So let me show you my diamond painting tool. This is what I invested in. It is a diamond painting box. I guess you could use it for different things, but I basically have all my little beads for my current painting here, and it's all numbered on the top, and then it's dual layered as well. I actually got this from Shein, and it's pretty decent. So all the remaining like leftover beads, I save it for what I do not know, but it's just nice to look at. So this is like one tool. It's like an organization tool that I have for the diamond painting hobby, and then I have like little pieces of tools here, and then here I have my little this is a Muji case for pens, I think. And then I have all the diamond pens. So these are of different lengths. I feel so nerdy telling you guys about this. This is like my dirty little secrets, okay, guys. So this one has I think 9, and then 8, 5, all the way to 1, and this one has 2 as well. So these ones were great, and then I have the trays here which I use. I usually use this medium-sized trays and this big tray, as well as a funnel to put the stuff back in there. I didn't need to take any classes for this. It's pretty intuitive. And I started off with just doing one for my daughter, and then I realized I like it a lot. And then I realized that I can actually give it for gifts. So last year for Christmas, I actually made A3 sizes of paintings for my friends for Christmas. And they were, I think they are older than me, and they are like working professionals. So I don't think they even knew what diamond painting was. And then when they looked at the little beads, I think they were quite like, oh my god, so you actually spent time doing all this. But yeah, after I realized I'm a person who likes gifting, it's just in my nature. Giving things to people make me very happy. So when I realized I could give this as gifts, that's when it started rolling. Like, so I'm doing pieces for my kids mainly. So this one that I'm finishing is for Mika. So I still have like this much to do. And then I have my finished pieces here. Do you guys want to see? So this is one of my favorite paintings by Van Gogh. So this is a Starry Night. I do have someone in mind to give this to. So I need to get that framed up. And then I've got these pieces here. It's a mountain. And then this one I didn't really like because the beads didn't align very well. So, but this is like Venice, I think. And then this is a very famous painting, which me and my husband love. So I decided to do that as well. Yeah, those are the finished pieces I have. Oh, fun fact, let me turn to the back. This is a signed copy of an Incubus poster, one of my favorite bands. And then I've got a poster for Deadpool as well. My next hobby, which is also kind of kiddish, is coloring. Adult coloring. It's like art therapy, guys. So I don't know. I think a few weeks ago, I was just feeling I had a lot of anxiety. I just didn't feel calm. I just felt like there was this feeling in my heart that I needed to shake off, and I just couldn't do anything. And then one weekend, I decided to just print off drawing from Canva, and then I started coloring. I used my calligraphy pens, which I already have, and I don't actually use them for writing calligraphy because they are too soft. But it's these like Ohuhu pens. They're very like viral on TikTok and stuff. And I've got this other set. This is my stash of calligraphy markers. And then I just decided to color, and I like blending colors and I like working with watercolor. So this was the first piece that I did. I really love this picture. I think whoever it is, she looks freaking awesome. I tried my best to like blend in and stuff, and it's just printed on like normal paper, so it does seep through a little bit. And then after this, I realized, hey, I actually kind of like it. And so I bought a notebook. I randomly came across this notebook while I was at a mall, and I freaking loved it. I can't find this like online or anything. So I love it because it's so small. It's $7. It's really small, so I can actually carry it around with me. My daughter loves coloring as well, so that's something that we do together. And then yeah, so I just start coloring. Let me show you the pieces that I've finished. This is the first one. It reminds me of what I did for my A levels. For A levels, no, not A levels, O levels. One of the subjects I took was art, and for the submission of the O levels, yeah, for submission for O levels, we actually did batik painting, but I wanted to marry my heritage of India and my Indian blood. Basically, I'm half Indian, and I basically wanted to do like henna designs, but I also wanted to marry my Javanese side, which is basically batik. So yeah, this is reminds me of the piece that I did. So it's all done by watercolor, and then this is another one that I did. And again, these are pieces that I don't actually sit down to just do them. I just have it on my table, and then whenever I feel like doing it, I will do it. And then, but this one I can't gift it to anyone. Unless I was actually thinking yesterday what I can do with it. One way is to actually tear it off and then use it as wrapping paper, but it will be for very small stuff. But I mean, it could probably work. It's just small-ish. And then the current piece I'm working on is this one. So sometimes I'm lazy and I just don't blend anything like this. And then sometimes I'm very hardworking and I would go all out on blending like this. I actually just bought, and I don't think I'm going to get any more, but I bought like the Ohuhu like 60 marker set. So as you can see, when I start on a hobby, it's quite dangerous because I actually tend to get all the stuff I need. If you guys also share the same hobbies that I have, or if you have other hobbies that you have, please share it in the comments down below, because it will be great to connect with you guys. Okay, so my third hobby is something, the only hobby that I actually took proper classes for, and that is calligraphy. I write, I'm trying to perfect the art of writing calligraphy. Let me show you some of the stuff. I don't have like a proper place that I put my calligraphy work. But I started taking classes first from Love Bonds, which is like a Singapore business, and then Serene moved on to Sunday's Dawn. So I took a few classes there. The thing I regret is I haven't been able to really follow through with a lot of the classes because I didn't have time at the moment. But it's something that I like doing because when you do it for other people, it just makes a huge difference. So I started off by doing watercolors. So these are done by watercolors. And then with Sunday's Dawn, we started doing things more on using calligraphy pens, which is more of what I showed you earlier. And it's really nice. I have a bunch of calligraphy pens, and I like that I've been able to use this particular skill to help others. Like recently, for the parents volunteering at my son's school, I helped in creating the children's day, not children's day, it was like a motivational card for children. And I actually did the calligraphy for that. And then whenever Teachers Day as well, I did calligraphy for that. And it's just nice to gift people the art of that. Yeah, it needs a lot of practice. So this is me just practicing my A's. I'm trying to see if I can find some of the older work. So one thing I tried to do a little bit differently, like to find my style, because that was what Serene encouraged us to do. I've always been intrigued by Arabic calligraphy. So I actually tried to incorporate, oh, these are some old cards that I did that I probably like didn't pass my QC check. But these are some of the cards that I did previously for Teachers Day. It's nice, isn't it? Yeah. Here. Watercolor calligraphy is definitely step up from just the normal pen one, but it's not like super difficult to do. Yeah, so anyway, back to my own style. I was trying to find like my own style, and therefore I wanted to incorporate more Arabic words in it. And then, so this is how I started. Okay, this is how I started. And then this is where I kind of end up. So it makes a huge difference when you learn the proper way of doing things. These are my watercolor. These are awesome. It's called Ecoline, and it's basically just watercolor which you don't need to mix with water. So I really enjoyed that. And then I have some metallic paints which I like to use. This is the glue I was telling about. It's called drawing gum. So you basically you color. No, I can't remember how you do it. Yeah, you actually put this on. You paint with this, and then you color over it, and you peel it off. So it's pretty cool. And then at the back here are my stash of all my colors. So all the, let me see if I can show you. Okay, so it comes like that. This is the watercolor that they recommended, and therefore that's what I got. Okay. So I have this little visual journal thing that I just write, or whenever I try to. So this is Hayat in Jawi in Arabic. So I try to incorporate the Arabic words here. Yeah, I do a lot of different. This is Iman. Dreams don't work unless you do, and then I try to. And it helps me learn Arabic as well because you need to and I do like little pieces here. This is quite nice, isn't it? Yeah. This is one of my favorites. You are valuable, loved, and heard. The next best thing. And this was probably like the final version. And then recently, because I've been working with, yeah, this is nice, isn't it? Recently, because I've been working with pens, so these are the pens ones. It depends, like some days are good work, some days are not. Stop and watch your child.